This should be working. Yes, I guess it is. Me, I don't have my testing headphones here. So we are going to just think that it's working. Welcome to another dream. New setup, not new, just modify setup actually, like changing stuff, things like that. I'm just going to put up this one here, and probably can just do this if it works. Apparently, it's not working. So, oh yeah, there is audio. Okay, so there is audio. Um, stay with that thing. Microphone is here. It's there. It's just for chat. I may think to move it here. What if I put it up here? I mean, I still need to figure out how to do this. Don't know. Right here, like this. So illumination. We have backlight. We're improving here. We're improving slowly. I feel this is something that I have to do with what I have written to do with general dream reality. Although I wanna say something here because on Twitch wasn't allowing me to do 1080, but here is allowing me to do 1080. It looks a little blurry. Apparently, it's not working perfectly again. Also, this resolution, which sucks. But if it seems to be working, like if we go here, no, it's going to force me to go 1080 apparently, which sucks. But it is working. I mean, it's working. This. I mean, last time we had the problem for not full full resolution needed. Right? So, hmm. Because if I change here, what do you have? This one actually. That is shrinked. Trying to see this because I mean it doesn't look bad. Like I'm looking at this and it's looking decent. I'm gonna move this here so I can just have my space here. And I move this here. So it doesn't seem to be that bad as it says it is. I mean I'm looking at this and it looks good. I mean it could be looking better. Right? And this phone, yeah, you're able to zoom in. Like I'm able to make some words there. Like on when I do it well actually you don't see the difference between resolutions. but it seems to be working properly. Like it seems to be doing things that it should be doing. Because I don't wanna. This one. Wait, where is this one? Like this should be working now. But not like this one. Change to this one. Like this should be better option. I mean, I guess. I mean, it's telling me that is error here, but I mean, probably they will need to go afterwards. And see if this works. Apparently, what it's the problem is the bit rate, which sucks. Stream video. Wait, let me see what bitrate do you have here. Where do you see that? Not here. Oh yeah, I have a low bitrate, so let me change it to the one that I have it here, if I am allowed to. I changed it, but it's not working, and somehow I got like people watching this. I don't know. If someone is watching this, can tell me that this works. I'm gonna go with if this works or not. Like, doesn't matter at this point. So we have this bone. Last time we created this, we have this root bone. We have our body bones, which basically are all connected. So this is like our base bone. I don't think that this rotates a lot. I think that yeah, you have up to AK. So you move this one. Probably, do I use an IK rig for this? I mean, it can work a little bit. Especially because it's so small. Thinking of this. Curious transforms. Let's see if this day works. Screencast. Activate this. Not working. Window. It worked. Nice. It changed my desktop apparently. How do you do that? There you go. So we have this. We have these eyes. So let's just start with creating some custom shapes for everything else. So we have, what do we have in this collection? Horns. Actually, I don't need that collection. I wanna move this here. I'm gonna delete the actually. Let's take this and let's put it like three shapes. I'm gonna select circle. Made it too big. So this is our circle. What we can do is we edit this. What we do, go to edit mode, and we can create really a circle probably is the starting point. So let's create a circle. Let's just fit scale. Let's put it this control ring circle. Let's also create a search. Let's duplicate the circle. Let's do what we can do. Probably something like a square-ish. So let's mirror it on the X. It didn't work. Then I should mirror it on Y. No, not working. Wait. CY0. CY. Okay, and this one's too. CY. Something like this. Let me grab this and probably can just smooth these vertices. Yep. So let's change these. They are from where? Probably with these two for now. Let me see if I remember how to do this. I remember you selected the bones. And here at one point they have like color set. That's for you to add sample. Custom properties? No. For display. No. This is for to show if they are B-bones or something else. It's actually, you can be B-bones. The freaking... Octahedral. Why do B-bones escalate so much? Show names. Show access. If I want this to be B-bones, probably it was here, bendy bones. Probably it's working something weird. So let's go to octahedral again. And I select only one. Let's do it B-bone. It's I don't know why it's scaling it so much, probably because the size of it. It's a problem with Blender, like sometimes the scale is off and everything is off. And that is bad, bad, bad. So what do we do here? We can do... Okay, let's just change this then to custom shapes. What's here? These are the former bones. We can put it red colors because they are the tongue. Okay. This. All of these are red. Let's select them and bend the bones. Let's do it 3. I think that I need to have it on here. They need to be actually b-bones, but they create these problems. So the hydra, b-bone, clicking alt. They look so big. Actually, yeah, I've got a b-bone. And then we need to look for something that is display. No, it's not display as texture. How do you do that? I don't remember. You do this. Let me just look on the quick internet search. How to custom shape on Blender. And then, like, if I remember, shape it was called. People. Nope. Probably it was on pause mode. And I can just look what the internet tells me, alright? Let's change this b-bone. You scale a lot. But let's just leave you like that. Let me see. Post bone properties, viewport display. Bone properties, bend the bones, relations, inverse kinematics, viewport display, custom shape. Here is it. Now we can select here CTR circle, but I want that for all of them. This is not working. Let me deselect the bendy bones. That one, and what we need to do, go back down here. Okay, we can now go back, probably, hopefully, select b-bone and bone shapes. All of these are bones now. So now all of these needs to be custom shape to CTR circle. Apparently, fuck. Then in that case, this is like that. All of them are like circles like that. So Let me see. We see it goes on shape scale. We can scale. We can rotate it on the x-axis. It should be 90. Scale to bone length. So probably can select all of this and all of this. I can scale it like point. 0.15. I'll enter. And then I can select all of them again. Not you. And I can rotate it on the not translator, rotate it, not this one. Should be this one. Yep. 90 degrees. We can scale it down way more, like 0.112, something like this. So now we have all of these wireframe. Probably select everything again. We wanted to have some thickness. So we select all of them. We increase this thickness to something like maximum thickness. Probably like 5. Yeah, 5 thickness seems good. Okay, so we have the tongue now. So this is just to control the base. Actually, do we need all of these bones? Because if we are smart, we do this. Post mode. You are free of everything. Okay. So what if I put you here? I rotate you towards this direction. Oh, but I need to put you on this one. 180, like this. Curious transforms. Okay, so now you can go so how do I do this? So I was thinking probably add an IK to the tongue. Constraint. Track to follow path child of. Now I am on edit mode. I need to be on post mode to have all of this. And then on constraints spline IK. Think so. Right. So let me look for spline IK. Blender manual. Wait, when do I change to this one? Sorry, guys. Here. Oh, probably because when I was like changing the stuff. None of the shortcuts. That makes sense. So try change to this one. Spinnaker is called line is constraints that lines chain bones along a curve. We have a bone, spline IK. My target is going to be a Bezier Corp. If I control that corp, wait, this is not a something? I think this is what I ended up doing last time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same. So, so you should be not useful at all, actually. Same as you are not useful, bones. None of you, really. I remember that you can create collections. Yeah, bone collections. I'm gonna assign these bones here. I'm gonna put it on def. So this should be height. And since we need these ones. Then let's do these default ones and I'm going to here. Viewport display. But on post mode, viewport display. Let's remove this one. For all of them. Because I don't need that. So these ones actually I'm gonna then hit create a corp, Bezier corp, vertices, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna select this one, paint one corp here, 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 and here. So X, we want it on 0. How about like here on 0? Or probably X here on 0. Ah, that is not aligned to the center. That's awfully painful for me, but okay, we align it here. And let's put it like the controller corp. Right, so we are going to do a new collection. Let's put it on this one and let's put it rig. We can move the armature here and the tongue corp here. So let's put it like skeletal mesh. Ashcoatl. That should do the trick. Now this one I wanted just to have a pattern render. So geometry, we want to round it. Almost the size of that thing. Okay. Now, oh, this is not resolve. I was like, oh, like resolve abuse. was like, oh, I'm gonna do it like resolve. Like I'm just select the I shift A and I smooth everything, but that didn't work here. So we have our tongue. What we do is then we go to these ones and all of these. Actually, let me see the video again. I select the first one. Oh, I need to see. I remember there was a way to see the orientation, right, of your core. Like to see the tangent normals of your core. So I need to select the first one. Show corp direction blender.
When working with
That was too freaking loud. Here normals. Okay, so oops, that is too big. Put it on the smaller side. So if I do shift N, no. That was how would you do it. Segment, switch direction, done. Okay, done. So now we should be able to go back to the armature. Select this one. Phone control armature. Where is it? Spline IK. We select the fucking tongue curve. That's it, and then we increase one. I think that 10 is the number. Yeah, 10. 10 is the number of change. Now we move. Oops, we move this. Tongue moves. Hooray! So now, like last time, I attempted to do this. Attempted to do this. And let me just attempt it one more time. So I attempted to this, added a modifier. I am on, let's go pose mode. I added a bone constraint. Can I, wait, not a second. Cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. Hook. One. And then okay, so now what we can do is add a mesh empty. That almost full. And add an empty here. An axis empty. scale. Control P, bone. I go to pause mode. The empty should follow this one, and then I gonna add that on the corp. Search hook. Not there. No. Yes. Modifier. Constraints. A corp. Hook. Cursor to select. Uh, this one. Here, edit mode. This one, selection to cursor. Or probably well, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay if we mess up like that. Sign. Now we move this, the car moves, and if we move this, the car moves. Okay. So okay, let's redo this. Redo this. Let's redo this. And we're going to let me see if I can do this one here. Not this one. So here, this one, and cursor to selected. Okay. Now we can add a corp. A path. Mousepad. We can draw our corp here to here to here to here to here to here. Now we select everything, segment, switch direction. That is good. That is what we want. And then we go to this one here. And then we select here the numpad. Yep, so now the numpad object mode. Select the first one and we control this one. Okay, so this one, the numpad is going to be better because it's selected. We go to this one and we add empty. Let's call it dog. Let's create a subcarpet here. Let's call this tongue. Right, and here we add the mesh empty plane axis. Okay, so we are going to add this plane axis here. Donk hook 0. Then let's duplicate this. Cursor to selected. Selection the cursor. So then probably we're gonna need one here, 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 and probably one more. So go to the tank group. Let's just edit a little of corp extrude. Like this. So this should be the next one. So now this one here. Selected object mode. Let's go 0, 1, 2. Yeah, that is the way. We have 0, 1, 2. Here's the other one. Cursor to selected. 3. The cursor. Should be the next one. Cursor to selected. And this is 4. Selection the cursor. 5. Cursor to selected. And select this one and selection to cursor. So we have 5 hooks to control this, right? Actually, I think that this we can hide now. Oh no, we cannot hide yet. I need to do is I go on this one and I added a hook modifier. The hook's going to control I need to duplicate this 6 times. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Right? Now what I do is I select the first one, go to edit mode. I select, I don't know if it's the 3 or only this one. Let's just select this one. And let's say that is hook 1. So now, something that is rotating, but it does not matter because the num spot is just good for that. Okay, so let me see what happens if I assign the 3 of this sign. Do you rotate? No, you don't seem to be rotating at all. Huh, it's okay. We assign these ones and going to be hook 1. go like this one. How can I do this? This, and I should select name. Okay, so that is easier for me to see that. So now 101. Let's go to this one. Sign, and you go on 2. So this is just so confusing. You should be 0. Let's call it you 5 for now. Let's call you 4 for now. And you should be 0, 1, 0, 2. That is the 1. Then we have 0, 3, 0, 4, and 0, 5. There you go. So hook 5 is. No, hook 3 is this one. Sign and hook 3. Oops. Reset. Signed and hook 3. Then we go 4. So you go to this assign and or then we go assigned and select this one. Now I can hide this. I technically control everything through this. So now that is how I leave it last time, but it was a problem for me to baking stuff and all of that. So what I'm gonna do is improve that rig. Now cursor to selected. What a freaking big bone. Well, let's call this hook 0. Oops, I missed 1 0 because it's 3 0. Hook 0. Let's put it like here. You should be a non deform bone. Deform bone. Wait, do I say that you were deform or not? Post mode? Deform, you're not deformer. No, you're just a hook. Cursor to selected. Oh, it is, I am not on. Cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. Cursor to selected. Duplicate this. Selection to cursor. And again. Cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. Cursor to selected. Duplicate this. Selection to cursor. Duplicate this right now. Cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. Now that we have all the form, let's just go to object mode. P. Need this one to this one. Bone. So now you should control that. Go. Now do the same with this one. This and this. Control P bone. Like this one, this and this. Control P bone. Focus mode. This and up. This and this one. Control P bone. This and it's so hard to get. There we go. Bone. And not the big one, I want this small one. And this one and the rig. Bone. So now should be able to just go post mode and this control this one, this control this one, this control this one, this control this one, and this control this one. And of course we have this plus this one. So now if we move this, Donk is detached to that. So I need to control this one. Probably it's just going to be parenting. Edit mode. This. We keep them offset. So now if we go to here, Curious Transforms, and we move the jaw. We move that, but we do not move everything. So if we move this one, for example, then it's gonna stay. Probably. How do I want this chain? I need to think this. How do we do this? Because solving this, we solve the body. It's the same problem. So I want that when this moves, this moves. Probably, let me see if I do this. Wait, not like that. In edit mode, if ever of this, I parent them to. Let's hide the hooks, since they are not going to be used anymore. Can I hide these ones? Like I have this group here. I don't want this. And this, so remove you. Select only these ones. Let me see. Hide bonds during image blender. These are on this information. There you go. Now they're hidden. Because we don't need those. So actually these ones can be a sphere, but we are going to shift them afterwards. So we have these ones. Let me hide you for now. Wait, no. So, oh shit. If I rotate you, you move. So if I go like this, edit mode, bam, bam, bam. And then I select this body. This body. And then I click keep offset. Now if I rotate this, and then you should be with this one. So if I go to pose mode and I rotate this, all of these move. But that still allows me to move all of these individually, right? Right. I can move this individually. And this one controls the tongue. Okay. I think that we have one step fixed. Now, you rotate this, you need a control here too. For some reason, I cannot control you. Why? Do I? Oh, probably is the auto IK, yeah. So you should be able to do this. Okay. Now we need to have a root. We need the curve to control this. Right? So we move them. And then we use this. No. Let me see. If I connect this to this one, the offset. Then this to this one, offset. So now if we go to pose mode, I connected backwards, right? This to this one, offset, pose mode. So you control this one, you are separate to the face. So the face moves independently to this one. And that should be all. So let's clear all of the user transforms and let's select. Actually, yeah. Yeah, you select this one, cursor to selected. Not a bone. Object mode. Tongue. Actually, none of these should be rendered, so hide it. Let's do another one. Let's call this body. So the body, we add corp, a path also. We delete it, and we need to be. Gosh, what do we need it to be? Tongue corp. Okay, so from back to front, which one I need to be my back? I think it needs to be this direction, forward. Yep, that is the way to do it. So you hide. Need to be. We use this one, and we're just going to like this. Now that I understand how to use the numpad, it's very easy to get what I wanted to do with Big Ashcoatl. Because it's good, the rig of Big Ashcoatl, but nope. So we W, select that one, and cursor to, no, selection to cursor. Cursor to selected, then we select this one, edited, and selection to cursor. We fix the path afterwards. This one, cursor, selection to cursor, cursor to selected, selection to cursor. Nothing here. This one, cursor to selected. Yep. And selection to cursor, so it's on the align. Selection, cursor to selection. Selection to cursor. Not everything. Yeah, this one, only this one. Cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. You cursor to selected. Only the center one. Selection to cursor. Up. Cursor to selected. Everything but just the vertices. Selection to cursor, and lastly the tail. Cursor to selected. Select the corp. Selection to cursor. There you go. Now we go segments. Switch direction. We are going outside the spine. Save this. Then what we do? What do we do? I remember. We have a corp. I should probably write this down. How do we are doing this? Just for the sake of doing. Like, I noticed that is going to be important for the future. Ooh, you are just destroyed. Sorry. Here. We know this here. What it is happening when I was trying to do the thing. So, Snake Rig version 2. Snake Rig version 2. So, first of all, bones. Second of all, we created the forgot what. You keep telling me that this is bad, but like, I don't know. I'm seeing this and it looks good. Like, I can probably just watch it afterwards and see what got wrong, besides like the poor quality. That was my problem for not setting up the proper bitrate. Yeah, what we do? What we did? I don't know. Just when I should probably have the taskbar on both, not only on my first monitor. Anyhow, we create that, right? We have that bones. We have a corp. Then we tree IK corp on bone. So if we have our bone chain like this, where we have the first bone to the last, we need to create a curve that follows that direction. Follow from last, no, from tail to tip, like this one. So we have from tail to tip, following the curve. Nice. Now what we do is we select this. We select this. So I can curve on bone. On the last bone, we select this, and we added pose mode, bone constraints, spline 9K. We select our spline, north path, and let's call it like curve body. Then we select our one and we start to increase it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough. 7 bones. Now if we go and select our core body, and we start to move things, and moves this moves this move this move this move this move this move this. Man, if I am able to get a better result, I'm gonna be so surprised. And this move this. Now what we need is to for control curve with hooks. Hook modifier. Now cursor to selected again. Then we go mesh empty plane axis. Let's call this hook body 0. So let me just almost place it almost properly, not perfect, almost perfect. As a guide. Wait, how many are? 6, 7. Okay, there we go. Now we go to the core body. Cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. Go to the corp. Cursor to selected. Body selection to cursor. Cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. Up. Selection to cursor. I think that I mess up. Just. I think that from here we start. Okay, so this one, like this, selection to cursor to selected, sorry. Then we go the null and cursor to selected. There you go. Select the corp. Selection to cursor to selected. We go the null. Selection to cursor. Let's hide the body. So we have the tail. This. So selection to cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. There you go. Cursor to selected. Selection the cursor. Cursor to selected. Selection the cursor. Cursor to selected. Selection the cursor. And finally, cursor to selected. Down, up. There you go. It should be probably a script to do that thing. Like to align things along a core points. I mean, I could have done a geometry nose, whatever. Probably that was faster. We can hide the body again. So now what we need, oh wait, no, let's hide it again, body. What we need to do is select the curve, add a modifier. Let's search for hook. Then we add 8 hooks. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's just order this so we don't get confused on how they are working. 0, 1, 2. You should go to here. You should go to here, 3. And then these 2. 0, 1, 2. Let's name it 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go, buddy. And you love when things are easy to do. Let's hide the armature for now. Let's do this. 0, assign, and hook. Then we go okay, this one. Assigned. Actually, I'm gonna just select the 3 just for the sake of doing it. I don't know if it's necessary, but okay, the 3 of them. Hook. So 0 and 1 are done. 3, 2, assign, and hook. 3, assign, and hook. 4, assign, and hook. You know that with this one, you can do like rubber hose animation, like rubber hose. Yeah, rubber hose rigs. What do we are? 3. Move, you move, you move. You don't move, okay. 5. Yeah, 3, 4, 5, okay. You 3, assign. This one. Somewhere I mess up. I don't think you'll be used. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm missing 2. Okay, I think that I'm okay, but I don't know when. Probably I count bad. assign, select, and a hook. The last three, assign, and a hook. So now we control the body through the hooks. And I unhide the body. Now I can select, for example, this hook. It controls the body. Now, next part is going to 5. Pen does not paint, and it's supposed to be new. Fine. Up another pen is broken, but it works. Fine. Control hooks using bone from armature. Because the problem that I have when I try to use the armature to control the curves is that I use the curve and I created directly. Like, I don't know, it feels redundant doing this because what we are doing, it's basically grab this paint. What we are doing is put this. What we're doing is we are getting the armature because this is my tough before. On the first Big Ashcoatl model, I was controlling the hooks individually. It was good, but when I tried to transport that to the real engine and bake an animation, like the animation was baked not properly and shalala shalala. So with this, I am using that time. I ended up having until step 4. I have my armature. That was controlled by a curve. That was controlled by a hook. Right? This is the thing that I have it before. And this is how I stop. The reason of why first it was laggy was because I have my armature. Why you're not writing? My armature was made of bones, right? So I have my bone. My bone was controlled by a curve, but my curve was also controlled by a bone, so it was lagging Blender doing that. Now I don't see what the difference is that we have a bone controlled by a curve, controlled by a null, controlled by a bone. Like, you see, it's the same circle, same redundancy circle that we had before. Somehow this is allowed, the other one no, because I haven't seen any. Probably has, but I haven't seen any redundancy error here. I mean, I don't know. Like, it was the same thing that now I'm doing, creating an extra bone here, doing that, so it's completely weird. But I don't know. I am not the Blender guy, right? So let's do this and let's call it body hook 0. Sort to selected, selection to cursor. Something like this, whatever. I think that you should be a clear parent with you. Need to see where you are going to go. Parenting mode. Selection to cursor, no. Cursor to selected and selection to cursor. Duplicate this. Cursor to selected, selection to cursor, duplicate this. Cursor to selected, selection to cursor, duplicate this. Cursor to selected, selection to cursor, duplicate this. Down, up, duplicate, down, up, oops, duplicate, Shift S down, Shift F up. There you go. And you love when things are so easy like this. Let me hide the body, so this is easier. Select this one and oops, nope, that's the opposite side. Object. Select the armature be clear parent. Oh, whatever. Pose mode. Okay, now we can hide the core body for now, but we can keep it for now. So what I need to do is select this one. Now should I delete the other one? Should I delete one that I shouldn't have deleted? Gosh darn it. Going to be 000. Okay. Cursor to selected. Selection to cursor. And then we need to have this one again. So now select this one. Okay, so that's okay now. Now we go on select this one. Object mode. This and parented to bone. So now if we move this bone, we're moving the empty mode. Okay. We'll do the same. Select this one. And then with this one bone. To edit mode, this one bone. Edit mode, this one bone. Edit mode, so we select the next one, this one bone. Then select the bone. Bone. We need to select the bone before because then we have problems. Bone, but that's why you always test it, that they are moving one thing and it's moving the thing that you want to move. Now we go to pose mode, clear poses. So we move this, move that one, move that one, that move that one, that moves that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. Done. Save. We can allege the body. We can hide these ones actually. They are not useful anymore. So we have these controls here, we have the controls here. Let's do pose mode was. New collection, let's call it body depth. Have my use column. Body deformation. Create this collection. Hide that collection because we don't need to see that collection actually, because we can only work with this one. now what we do is do the next thing. Gosh darn it. So now I need that when I move this is connected to this one. So now I need you to connect to this one. Keep offset. Pose mode. So do I need all of them to move with that one? I think that not. I think I already need these two, so I have this connected. So I can have, for example, this, and I am able to do this and this and this. This, well, like properly align it, right? But like able to do this and properly align all of them. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Although I want all of them to be towards their root here, keep offset. So pose mode. So when I move their root, everything moves. And I use this to position of my body and instead of this. And this only like wiggly wobbly because that's a problem that I had last time. And I mean, it looking bad, but this is probably saving a lot of time. Okay, so now we need the eyes though. The eyes. So how do we do the eyes? I have these three root bones. I can pa 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 pam pam. Can select, for example, this one, and I added drag to this bone. Eyes dot root. So what is up? Ops should be C. So if I hide the modifier, let me see, how do you look? Without modifier, with modifier, okay. So you are tracking to this one. We want local space. Nope. Track axis. Now we need to track x axis. Negative x, y axis, negative y axis. Wall space, y axis. So now, I don't want to change the influence. Need to post space. Do post space. Freaking hell. Okay, so probably I'm gonna need to do this. That works. I mean, that works. So probably I need to move it up here. Then we go to post mode. And then we clear user transforms. That should be. Let me see. This is where you start to testing with the shader. The shaders tell us. Oh, I should have saved before doing that. I mean, don't think it crashed, but it may be crashing. No, no, it survived. It survived. We save before it crashes in the case. Probably we wanted a little more up, like like this, 0.3. So let's move it a little more. This. Then X, Y, 180. Let's leave it like that. Okay, let's not target C. So this one moves the eye. Nice. So let's go and also this one. We can set a new selection. We call it eyes. Create. And that one we don't need to see. But the less bones that we have, the better. So let's call this eyes. Eye middle root. There you go. Now what do we do? Pose mode. Those are going to be trickier. Yet not impossible. So we wanted to be looking at here-ish. Here-ish. So this should be the point that we have it. Let's just mirror this edit. So it's almost the same. So we wanted to be looking this way. Yeah. I think that this should be good. Now what we do is we test it for one. We tested with one. So base constraint. Track 2. Is root R. So we want to track the y-axis. The z-axis. So this should be. So it should be around here. So this one should be more up here ish. Yep, that seems good. Now we got this one and we select the other eyes. Up, up, and then we select this one. Up to selected. Then we tested this one. Where do I? So if I am here, like it looks this way. Probably I wanted to have like starting point. Probably more like this area. Yeah. Here-ish. More in front and more diagonally. Okay. towards, let's put it here. Clear user transforms. Let's look at the eyes. They look good. Okay. Now we have that one. This should be easier because it's just do the same, but in the other eye. Track 2. This should be root eyes L Y. It's CY, right? Yeah, G C. Okay. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go up. I select this. I'm gonna move them to the eyes collection so they are hiding. I don't need to see those. Then I'm gonna do the same here. But first, I'm gonna select this one, copy to selected, and move to the eyes so they disappear. Now I have 3 set of eyes. Okay, so now I need to control the eyes of both the 3 set of eyes move the same way. To do that, let's do a new set of eyes y-axis. Let's put it up here so it's like a triangle. Okay, they move this way. So now we do just what am I gonna do this one. Control drag the armature. Let's call this bone eyes root. This is the base root. So now you on pose mode will be able to eyes root base, and I think that it's probably going to be the same. Y and C. Okay, so it seems to be working. Let's select these other 2 eyes and copy to selected. No, it's not rotate. The first one is rotation. These are not rotation. There's nothing to drag. So if I move my eyes this way, so I am looking here. I look here. My eyes move here. We need to rotate. No, we need to. So this one can follow the eye because it's in the same spot, like the mirror spot. But these ones need to. So I have looking here. Need to move here. This needs to move here. Needs to be a move. Copy move, I guess. Follow locations. No. Yup. We want it to be offset. And then we select eyes root. I think that I used the wrong one, yeah. This one. Copy location. Eyes root. We want it offset. Nope. Eyes root. What's the problem? Let's use local space. You go back to the base that you were? Yeah. So if I move this one left, move left. If I move this one right, eyes move right. Okay. Okay, so I probably just need to fix the thing here. Target local space. Post space probably is going to be better on both than work on the other one. Nope. Owner, local space. Nope. Local space on both seems to be working. So I go up, you go up. I go down, you go down. You go left, you go right. Whoop. I can just do this. Whoop. Nice. So I don't think that I need the Y location. Let's not limit it the Y location. That's because we get this crazy effect on the eyes. Yep, okay, so now we select this one, copy to selected, and then we see that the eyes on the other side also work the same. Love it. Then we can select these three eyes and move it to the eyes socket. So we have only one eye controller instead of, how many eyes do we have? 18 eyes, or there are 18 by both? No, 18 eyes in total. Okay. Instead of having 19 controllers, we only have one controller. And I think, wait, is that all of them? No, there is no way that's all. That's all of our controllers now. Huh? We can move this to body depth. Yep. Okay. Now, what can we do to fix this? I think that this one I'm gonna just move it to the body. I think I already put it on the right one. I mean, it's hiding anyway. Donk. Boom, 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 boom. So how do we do the controllers now? Okay. Custom controllers, that should be easy. Let's use, I don't know, do this work? Or let's delete these ones. I don't know, no, I'm not gonna use those. I don't have anything. Rig shapes, okay. Mesh. UV sphere. Let's scale this down to not mesh. UV sphere. I feel that having control points is better for this one. This one, let's put it on 2 centimeters long. Size of it. Yeah, I think this is going to be better. Go to 0, scale 1, okay. Now I want this, all of this, be not constrained here. Custom shape. Sphere. scale to bone length. There you go. Let's use it. Wireframe? So we don't need the no wireframe mode. It doesn't mod the rotation, blah blah blah. Let's just see colors. Let's see the body being purple because it's purple. Okay, so I need to just scale this individually. Actually, if I have this, probably I want them to be smaller. Let's just have it this way, 0.5 size. There you go. Now I want also those on the tongue. So we're gonna use also the sphere. Sphere, not bound to scale. This one should probably have like a smaller. Okay. Probably like this, 0.1 size, and colors, let's put it on reddish because they are the tongue. Do I can have post bone? Let's use the same ones here. And these two have the same. Okay. So now we select the same here. I don't know why that does, but it's going to do something probably. Set the RAM sphere. What else do we need? I need to control the jaw. Upper jaw. I usually just do semicircles for those, so let's do that. Let's set a curve mesh circle. Scale. Let's put it on 0. Edges. Fill these edges. Okay. So let's put this CTR circle. Then what happened here? Okay, it's fixed. Transfer to origin, mesh, circle this way, and adjust. Okay, and then these two vertices, and then these two F, and I name this CTR circle. There you go. Then I select this two. Yeah, these two. I go to colors. Okay, I'm gonna go custom shape, CTR hard circle, scale bone length. Let's put it on 5. And I want them, let's just go individually. So this one, gonna rotate it. Apparently it was the x-axis. So here, gonna rotate it 90 degrees. So it's like that. Okay, and this one should be negative 90. Probably I'm gonna change the color to I'm just gonna choose a blue color here, the theme 8. And I'm gonna select probably the same one. Probably the green one, just to be different. Then we rotate it negative 90. We'll probably here. Negative 40. Then this one like 50 or something. We know that this is just like shapes that tell us, and since it's only me who's going to be using the rig, it does not matter a lot. I need another custom shape. I need a row shape. So how to do an arrow shape? Let's do a mesh plane. Let's put it on a small size. Okay, like that. Let's use these two. Uh, yes. Oh. Somehow I make an arrow. It's not the way that I wanted to make the arrow, but it make the arrow. If it works, we don't move it. It's root. Wait, let's rename this. Control arrow 4. So I want those to be controlled like all of that. Okay. So now go back to the rig and we pose mode, we select this, and that's all. Oh, and the root, of course. And we go on arrow 4, scale. Let's have it fill. Yeah, let's have it fill. And then we go and work on this. This one should be rotated 90, not 90. 90. I want this to be yellowish. Let's use the 9. So it's the eyes yellow. Probably need to be wireframe so I see it both sides. Yellow, and probably I'm gonna scale it to 0.25. Like this. 0.4. Now we have this one. I'm gonna rotate it. This one I don't want to move it on the x-axis. I'm gonna block it. I'm gonna rotate it on the y-axis, I guess it is. 90 degrees. I'm also gonna to have scale mode. And I'm going to put it something like this. So I let it move like this and move like this. Okay. And then finally the arrow maximum. Okay, you should be. I don't change the thickness of you, which is just bothering me. Just put the 5 thickness. Everyone that I put thickness is going to be 5. You should not be that one. So you should be. Is there any white? It's black. White. What color did I give you? You don't have color. Okay, so you are the arrow, so I'm gonna copy also green color. So the mouth is the same. This one, you have white color. Yep, this is the rig. Can hide the control shapes. So we can move this way. This should go here. So we can move this. We can close our mount. We can close it more. We can dislocate the jaw. If I do that, I need to fix this with blender shapes. We can control the tongue individually, so it does this thing. We can do this, and this is way better already of what I had before. So we can do this, it can move like this, it can rotate like this. We can put this along a curve and move it along the curve. And the most important part of all, we can go here, select this one, and it's going to follow you the eyes. That's my favorite part of this. We did it. Finish it. We troubleshooting a little bit, but we made it. Love how it looks. It looks good. Can test to see if it renders. Probably. Oh no, the eyes are flipped. Oh no. Okay, I need to fix the eyes because they are like flip. But outside that, I have everything done. So this should be all. I need to see the bones. Just show me your bones. Eyes. Okay. Wait, one that we fix. We know how to. Wait, you gonna select everyone. The eyes, I guess. Let me hide the bones that we use, and then these eyes, and these eyes. These eyes should be having all probably no the appearing because it's different. So all of you are the same. If I put negative y, no. Target C. Okay, that work easily enough. You. Target C. That should be working now. And now if I go back to this one, I have this and I just show this. And I move the eyes this way. Yep. If I move them this way. Yep. They are done. They are working. That's all. We finished the rig. I don't know if I need to select this to not render. But this is our Ashcoatl moment. This is how it looks. Probably I should disable the warframe. Little baby. I had some ideas for the testing, but that should be probably on another day.